Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to round 4 for the Storm and Norman Desert Challenge. As indicated in round 3, I was going to play this one a little bit later and probably know more. So I do. So let's get into what I know. I've made the cut. I've actually, you could say I theoretically made the cut with 3 rounds. With +6 because that was the cut line. So even with a 3 over in round 3, I still would have made the cut. So certainly a difference in L versus K. Incidentally, in case you were wondering, the cut line for K was 3 over, so I would have made it there as well. But obviously there is a bit of a difference. On the 2K25 front, the other thing that I've come across and learned is that the swing bias appears that it will 100% be there because it's basically a main focus of the new version of the game. So I understand the thought, but my experience with it thus far is I think it's a bit of a red herring as far as the folks who think somehow it's going to change the difficulty level to any substantial amount. Just like anything, everyone will get used to it. It doesn't take very much. I've only spent 4 hours in the demo at this point, and I can get the same score one way or the other. And right now, that's to say not such a great one, but it's not as if suddenly my scores double because swing bias is on versus it's not. And in addition, you can also basically shot shape to the point where you make it 12-6 as your swing path anyway. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I've seen comments on forums that would align with my thought, which is, you know, if I want to hit a straight shot, I swing straight. Just because I may have a bias in my swing. Like if I hit a fade, I'm going to hit a fade, which is exactly what happens. But basically making your perfect shot the fact that you typically tend to swing that way, it's still a fade. So like if someone wants to fade it less, then they just, you know, they move toward draw and so forth. Honestly, I think it's a kind of a goofy debate to some degree because I just don't think it's going to be as impactful as people think. I think the issue is the system does the 4 checkpoints either way, and it's all got to do with maintaining a consistent path and timing and so forth, which I agree with. I think it does feel more realistic than 2K23 does, where it's a lot less based on timing and so forth, that it's really more your accuracy that adjusts things, and then timing does take off power and things that make sense, as opposed to actually impacting the direction of your shot and so forth, where we have very fast or very slow in 2K23. So with that, let's jump in here to this final round. This will be a test also, given again, as I said, that I've spent about 4 hours in the 2K25. Does this round turn into a mess because it takes me a while to dial things back into what I need to be doing in 2K23? I'm not seeing a significant difference. It took me, you know, one playthrough with the 9 holes to kind of feel like, all right, I think I've understood here, and I was able, if I did adjust, to adjust, but it feels very much like my 2K23 process. Well, I will say the one thing that 2K25 did mess me up on, I'm used to just beginning the round, which I did. We can see we're on the red tees, and it looks like we have medium wind, but what we don't know is what the greens and everything else are. So I apologize. It's been a while since I've blown the course conditions look, but I've blown the course conditions look. So hopefully you'll forgive me. Okay, well, not a good start to show, well, maybe there is a difference. But, let's see. All right. So I think that'll get me between the trees. Uh-oh. Well, maybe it did mess me up. I really didn't think it would. Oh boy. Alright. We're gonna go short just to be sure. Alright, well, there we go. Third swing, not so bad. Other than we're on the beach, but it's alright. Bum bum. 103. Now we're gonna go to normal. We're gonna go here. 24, let's say 30. Put me at 95. We're definitely gonna go up there, and then we should be good. So be on the lookout. I will be posting a video with me playing 25 with a swing bias on, just to kind of show people what it looks like. And you know what'll happen. I'll have like a miserable round. But again, I've shot a plus 13 or a plus 15 on 9 holes there anyway with it off. So unless I shoot like a plus 40, you know, or a plus 25 even, I don't know that we'll see anything that different. I probably am so far on the fringe, this may be... No, it actually worked. Oh, wow, it really went far. Okay, because I'm like, it may not be far enough. The one thing I will say, chipping, very different. You don't get that nice little movement there in 2K25. If you can, I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm thinking it might be a change in the shots. But I'm using a, you know, 60-degree blade, and maybe it's me using a wedge. I don't know. I'll play around with it in 2K25. We'll talk about what we're doing here. So let's focus on that. So we're going to go down about 15, so that's going to put me right about where I need, and I'll back it off a bit. We'll try this. Alright, well, again, I did say if it did mess me up, at least it's the fourth round, but the problem is my intent is still to play the other 2 events in TGC Tours, and I will. You know, I don't think I'm suddenly not going to do that. So let's see, this is going to take me down 14, that would be 53. Ooh, and this is as low as I can go. So I really need to kind of partial it. Oop, well, that was 88, but because I did it very fast, it didn't do much. I cannot believe... Oh, okay. I'm like, there's no way that's going to make it, but it was telling me it would, so it led me astray. Yeah, what I need to pay attention to on the chipping is what club it's giving me, and then try to mimic that in 25 and see. But I would think 25 is going to give me something similar. Alright, so right now, not doing great. 10 over, so I've already basically double bogeyed both holes. Alright. Well, I think even though I didn't think it changed much, it clearly did. Because this is a bit much. And I think it's the fact that, again, the timing is not necessarily super different, but it's just much more finicky here in 2K23. So the good news is, wow, yeah, that's very good news, especially given the pin positions here. So let's see, and again, if it takes 2 holes, you know, we'll see how this all plays out. But put a little more backspin on it. So there you go. The swing is back. and it takes, you know, theoretically 2 holes to do it, I would say I don't know that it's that significantly different. And I don't know how much I'm really going to spend in 2K25, because you're not getting that much other than just getting comfortable. And I'd say I'm pretty comfortable already. I mean, that's the thing I will give 2K on that. It's a very accessible game. They did say they were going for kind of ease of entry for people, but that was more on the developer diaries that I watched on YouTube. That was more a discussion of the fact that one of the difficulties you can pick is perfect swing. That basically no matter what you do, you're going to get a perfect swing every time you swing. And that was to, you know, make it super simple for people to just, hey, I want to play, I want to enjoy the game, and I don't want to necessarily spend my life getting good at this thing. But yeah, I'd say if there was an impact, it's not incredibly significant. Alright, so this is downhill, so we're definitely going to go... Ooh, I'm going to actually go to the 4-iron, because we've got 13 feet almost, 12 feet, and we're going to gain another, or 12 yards, and we're going to gain, let's see, it's 252, so I mean it's going to take it down. Yeah, maybe the 5 wood is a little bit better, and we'll just slow it down. Or wait, I'm not on the 5 wood. Now I'm on the 5 wood. So yeah, look how the 5 wood's too close. But I think I still need to do it. So I'm going to hit this way. No, I'm not. That's why I had gone this way. Typical. Typical of me. Spend forever setting things up, and then just shank it off, and it doesn't matter. Alright. So, 15... more like 20. It's going to be 57. That's going to move it up. Alright, let's try that. Okay. Ooh, still too far. Wow, still too far. Just stop. I mean, they definitely fall off really fast. I forgot to look at the club again. I started to as I swung forward, and then it was gone. Alright, well, we got another par. Would be nice to have gotten a birdie there, but no cigar. Alright. Driver. Ah! Definitely more poor shots than I've had experience with. Alright. So we're going to be way short. Let's see. Yeah, this will be alright. There's no bunkers in the way. Let's see. It was a straighter roll. I really thought it was going to do something pretty odd. Alright, we're going to go up a bit. So the biggest adjustment I will have is, oh my goodness, it almost fell in. That was nice. The flop shots are significantly shorter. I can only go like 32 yards in 2K25, so that's going to be an adjustment to try to figure things out. Now, I do think some of that I've talked about in the 2K25 video. Maybe, obviously, I don't have fittings. I don't have a lot of the, I haven't applied points to my character. Like this has a bunch of things, and so I'm not comparing apples to apples, if we're being honest. Alright. Let's try. Ooh. I think we'll stick. I mean, we won't be in the water. Alright. I keep forgetting. I'm just worried about playing, which obviously is what I should be worried about. But I keep forgetting to look. I think I'm going to need like a par 3 to remember. Awesome. That was a tough one, but that was nice. So yeah, it didn't mess up my putting, I would say. But that's partially because I think if I need to make any adjustments in that's too far because that's 50 yards. So let's see. Alright, well, that's as good as I'm going to get. And I need to be up the hill, but it ain't going to happen. Okay, well, I tried. Alright, and now we're not going to get to see the chipper. There's also a different button to get rid of the flag. It's the bumper button instead of the X button. So, few different things here, there, and otherwise. Alright, not too bad, but gets me there. Should be good. Alright. So, other than the first couple holes so far, we've settled in. So I like that. You know, but yeah, what might happen is if I do see that there's a significant impact because it's Thursday morning that I'm going ahead and doing this. And if somehow I find in the next event, so, you know, I can't play till Sunday at the earliest, and I'm sure I will do it on Sunday, at least one round, because that's what I do. Try not to slow the play down too much while I just have the conversation with you. But, you know, so I'm going to have 3-4 days where I would do 2K25. Shoot. Like, I saw that and I was thinking about it before I swung and I didn't go with my head. Alright, it's not going to happen. Like, it can happen that I've certainly chipped some in. Ooh. Not a good swing path, so I deserve that. So, another double bogey. But, you know, if I suddenly create a problem for myself where I'm not able to do well in 2K23, I may be like, yeah, I've done enough 2K25 until it's 2K25 time and the tour is over. And I might just spend time in there. Because, again, as far as tossing anything out on the channel or whatever, there's not much I can do. In 2K25, I mean, you can play the 9 holes and that's it. And I don't know how terribly intriguing that would be for anybody. Alright, nice. Alright, uphill. Maybe? Alright. I've been pushing it too far over to the right every time on those kind of lies on this course, so dialing that back in and getting that to fall is definitely nice. Yeah, I'll go with it. Ish. Did not really want to go fast. I was worried I'd end up in the sand off the end of the fairway anyway. I just ended up in the sand off the side. I mean, it considers it heavy rough, but So let's see, 17, let's say 20. Yeah, this is probably good. The lie's going to move it a bit. Alright, pretty much at the flag. A little farther than I'd like, but I'm gonna putt this. Just because it feels like that's what I should do. Because then I can do that for sure and kind of give myself a gimme. So, doing all right. Just checking to make sure. I suddenly had a panic moment of, am I recording? But yes, I am in fact recording. Yeah, this will work. Go up one club. Yeah, that won't help. Oh my goodness. I don't want to be in there. Amazingly, I've got a decent look here. Let's see. 10, 11. I'm going to stick with this, I think. Yeah, because the 49, yeah, that was almost too fast. Too far anyway. The 49 would have been worse. All right, if it's going to do something, I think it's going to come back. Nice putt path, and it did come back more than I thought. Ooh, I hate when it does that at the end. Because then it kind of means it's going to do it on the way back. I mean, again, yes, you're powering through it a little bit, but, yeah. All right. So this is always the challenge. Oh, boy. No way. Wow. Ooh, this could... I'm going to go for it, but this could be a bad choice. Thinking the 5 is going to slow me down a bit. I'm going to hit the front. Yep. Okay. That's all right. I mean, again, it wasn't a clean shot, so that didn't help. Just going to take the swing. Alright, I need to remember to look at the stupid club. I still haven't done it. And now I'm on the 13th hole, and I'm gonna... I mean, I can obviously come back and play something else and look, but... Come on. Alright. I'm a little bit on reading zone for sure. Getting reads on things that normally are always quite challenging. I don't think they've become any less challenging, but I'm just doing better there. Alright. Good news is I keep getting the 101, and that was something I did notice. Like, I'm not trying to overpower in 2K25, but I was doing 101 a lot. I couldn't get to like a 104 and whatever. Alright, so I'm going to leave this because the 7's going to basically counteract the elevation change, but then I always have a little bit of extra distance. It's just getting over that rise. And if I can't, I guess, no, I can't. Oh, well, it bounced. It did what I thought. It just didn't quite bounce enough. But that's okay. Oh, wow. I wonder if I didn't have that fast, if there seemed to be a bit of a spin when the ball landed instead of just landing and running straight. It did bounce to the side once and then finally rolled. But overall, not bad. I mean, I walk away with a par on a par 3. So we've talked about how that's always nice. All right. We'll go back here. This will probably be on the green. Well, maybe not. Nope. Alright, we will get a chance to chip. So it's right in my head. Okay, so it's taking a lob wedge. So definitely that's what I was doing. And it just was not giving this nice little arc. It's like hitting it almost straight, and it's just challenging to... I think the distance still ends up working. But it's just a bit of an ugly shot. Am I gonna make it? I did. Wow. Alright. So we're back to where we were after the 2 screwed up holes. Let's see if we can at least hang on to that, if not better things a little bit more. Yeah, we'll be in the... no, it might stop. It might stop. It has enough runway to run. That's right, these are the 2 par 5s. Alright, definitely gonna lower this. First time, I think I've hit clean, but now it's not quite where I want. So, okay. Let me get to a flop. That's the other thing. I can't flop out of the bunkers in 2K25. I did notice that as well. Okay, so this is going to be 8. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna pull it back a bit, and we'll see what happens. I'll take that. I would have preferred a little bit shorter, but I'll take that. And that's exactly what I was doing before, where I'm just over the top a bit. So par 5 does not turn into another birdie, sadly. Alright, so it's going to be pretty much a wash again. A little bit to the left on the swing path, and obviously that's where we ended up. Ooh. Ooh. Well, this is going to test the reading for sure, because it's also downhill, so it's going to be really weak. Come on, no, it moved, but then stopped. But not bad. I mean, overall, I'd say that was solid. So take the par, because we have no choice. We have to take what we get, right? All right. Good tee shot on the last hole. This is a really long par 4. So, all right. Man, we are getting a lot here. Not bad. Not bad. A little to the left, but I'll take it. It's on the green. It's not a bad ending. It's going to be a bit much to try to get a birdie. But nope. It's cycled past. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because now trying to get a par is going to be challenging too. Nope. Oh boy. Wow. It is just floating everywhere. Alright. So a bogey to end it. Not a great round, but certainly not disastrous. Like, oh, my swing has been impacted irreparably or something, and it blew my whole round. So definitely not that as the result. So, yeah, what I may do, I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember. I don't, if I have some other single-player rounds in the pipeline already. I think I do. But if I do not, we'll just put the 2K25 bias one in as one of those somewhere, so wherever it slots in. But I would imagine sometime before the next Society event. With that, we are done. We're going to have 2 more events before we wrap up the 2K23 side of TGC Tours, so I will see you for the next couple weeks yet with this. As always, if you've enjoyed this but haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider that, and I will see you next time.